Moment, but first, a small victory for pot smokers in Ontario. They're celebrating a judge's decision to throw out charges of possession against a Windsor teenager. Joining us now is the lawyer who argued what could turn into a landmark case. Brian McCallister joins us this morning from Detroit. Mr. McCallister, good morning.
Good morning to you.
What was the basis for your argument?
Well, I argued that the way Parliament addressed the issue that the Court of Appeal said they had to do 2.5 years ago was insufficient. They had to amend the legislation involving marijuana, and they didn't do that. They brought in regulations, and the judge accepted that that was insufficient.
So basically you're saying there is no law currently saying
That's right.
It should be illegal?
In Ontario, at least, given Justice Phillips' decision, that appears to be the state of the law, that in fact, since July 2001, there's been no law prohibiting marijuana in Ontario. Now,
I realize you won the case and you're happy about it, but did the judge's decision surprise you?
Well, I think he arrived at the right decision. Certainly, I thought that I was right in advancing the argument I was, and I suppose it's comforting to know that at least one person has recognized my argument.
Why wasn't this argued before?
Well, I think there's a number of cases ongoing in Ontario and elsewhere in Canada attacking in different ways the regulatory scheme involving marijuana. This is just one of the arguments. It's something that I've been waiting to do since July 2001, and this is the first chance I got to do it.
So is this a whole change in thinking? Could it have been a political decision by the judge? Is it going to have an impact on what the government does, do you believe?
Well, I don't think the judge took politics into account. I think this particular judge is concerned with applying the law, and he did that. But I certainly think and hope that it provokes a change by Parliament. I think for too long they've been promising to change things and haven't, and hopefully this is what it takes to motivate them to act.
So is this considered precedent-setting? Is it in any way binding on other judges?
Well, it's not binding on any other court. It's open to any other person to make the same argument. It's also open to another judge to accept or reject that same argument. That being said, I think this is a very persuasive decision. It's a well-considered and well-written decision. It was not something that was decided off the cuff, and I think it will have a persuasive effect on any other judge considering the issue.
Are you expecting the Crown to appeal?
Well, I don't know. The case isn't over yet, so it's still a little early for them to appeal, but it may be that they want to appeal to clear up any ambiguity created by this decision.
All right, Mr. McCallister, thank you very much for joining.